Hey everyone, this tutorial is showing you how to make a poster in Canva. Okay, so we are going to head over to create a design. And as you see, classroom poster is right up at the top. So we're going to click on that and voila, it's that simple. So you can do a couple different things. If you look at these kind of look like infographic type posters, but they have the classroom rules. It's just a nice poster. You know, this one's just a nice poster, like an inspirational message. Um, Here's Newton's law of motion. All right, so you can make different um, any type of subject on these posters. So let's say we were talking about digital citizenship on our poster. If I want, I can pick one of these top or one of these templates, or I can make my own. So I'm going to show you those ways, both of those ways. So classroom rules, I'm going to change this to digital citizenship. Okay, and I'm going to say one, don't share your passwords. And two, I'm going to say take care of the hardware, meaning like don't throw your computer, don't drop your computer, and all those good things. Be respectful is one that I can just leave, right? And then 4 and 5, maybe they're be aware of your background. And maybe number 5 is monitor your screen time. Okay, so if I look at it, yeah, that's great. I have all my information in there, but it's not very thematic. So I want to add some computer type things on here. So I'm going to click on elements and I'm going to type in technology. Okay, so there's some things. I see some computers. I see the Wi-Fi. I see a phone. That's a good one. I see this computer. I kind of like that one. I'm going to put the computer down here. And maybe I can go to, I'm going to type in computer. Let's see what happens here. Oh, this is nice too. So maybe I'll do, oh, this is nice. There's a desktop, so we can change that up, change it up a little bit. And I like that they're both moving because it could be a digital poster. It doesn't always have to be printed and put on the wall. We'll put Wi-Fi on there. And so on. Now, this is the only one, if you notice, when I click on that, I have access to change the colors. So maybe I don't want that black outline. Maybe I want to leave it just a little bit darker because if you notice, nothing on, well, I guess the colors are black here, but just to make it a little more thematic, we can, if we want to add more, we can add more, or if we want to leave, oh, I kind of like this one with the happy face, and we can leave it. So we made a really quick poster that your teacher can use in their classroom, or they can post it on their Google Classroom, or they can post it on their website or something like that. We're going to go down. I'm going to show you how to do one from a blank page. So if I click Add Page, now I have a blank page that I can work from. So if I'm going to stick with digital citizenship, and I really like this. This is kind of fun. And I'm going to change this up a little bit. I'm going to make this big, and I'm going to write in these little blanks right here. So I'm going to go right to text, and I'm going to add a subheading. I'll shrink it a little bit so it fits and move it over a little bit. Maybe I'll put monitor screen time on this one. Screen time might be one word. Let's see. Oh, good. And it tells you, it does the underline scribble just like if you were in Google Docs and so on. And I'm going to add another one, and I'm going to do, let's see, don't share passwords. That's a good one. Okay, so notice that I just add them to the screen. So that's kind of fun. I'm going to show you another way to do it because I did use one big icon. Okay, so I can go here and I can do, I can type in frame, and maybe I want to choose one of these frames, which are kind of neat. And maybe I'll pick this circle one, and I can change the color on the outline because I don't really like that color anyway. We'll make it a little bit smaller. And maybe I'll go to Pixabay this time. So if you don't have Pixabay over here, if you click on more, you can access Pixabay in there. And what Pixabay is free stock images. So you don't have to worry about copyright. You don't have to worry about stealing privileges, licenses, or anything like that. So I'm going to put in technology. Oh, this is kind of fun, or something like this. Maybe I will use oh, see, I don't like this too much. Maybe I'll do technology, or maybe I'll put student and technology. There we go. This is nice. So I can put this in that little frame. So it gives you like a nice little, it shows you kind of who your audience is. It gives it a nice, clean look to it instead of just dropping a picture on there. So the frames are kind of fun. Then maybe I need a background too. I kind of like this too. So I'm going to drop this in as a background. It's a little busy, but I kind of like it. All right, and then I'm going to start adding my font. So before I add font, I know I have to put a blank box because I can't put text on top of this because it'll be really hard for me to read. So I'm going to put in box. Let me change that. I'm going to change it to square. Okay, because then I can get a nice shape. You can even do shapes. And you get all these different shapes that you can add. So I'm going to put this little thing that looks like a piece of paper, and I'm going to make it a totally different shape. And I don't like that it's covering her face, but I can fix that. So if I click on this and I go to position, I can send it backwards. So now, look, it looks like it's a heading. Okay, I don't like this color. It doesn't really go with what I want. So I'm going to click up here and I'm going to change this color. Now notice it gives you photo colors so that you can make it thematic. All right, so make sure that you change the section that you're trying to change though. So if you try to change two colors at once and you want it to be like multiple colors, so see how I changed the background color to a lighter green. Now I'm going to change this to maybe this color. So it's a little bit more thematic now. I'm going to click on text and I'm going to add a heading. So my heading is digital citizenship. And this is exactly what I was trying to tell you. So notice it's a little bit hard to read here, which is why I need this clear blank color. And wrong one. I'm going to grab this corner and I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to click outside of it and move it up here. All right, so I clicked 3 times, or I can just click inside and I'm going to change the font. And I'll find a little bit more of a fun font because this is, if you notice, the audience is a little bit younger. So I'm going to use this font. It's a little bit more fun. It's a little dark on that background, so now I have to change the color of the font. So I click up here and I'm gonna, oh, maybe I can do light green. That looks nice, doesn't it? Oh, so fun. Okay, so now I have my heading, right? So if my audience is this young, I need to make sure that I'm using the appropriate language for an audience this young. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I'm going to pick a shape again. So I'll go back to elements, go into shapes. I'm actually gonna use a call out though, because I kind of like doing series of call outs. Well, maybe I'll do this and I'll make like some hexagonal type. That's probably too many shapes. Maybe I'll start over with that one. Maybe I'll do something like this. Oh, I like this. And I can change all the colors to match my thing. So if I maybe put this one here, then I can hit Control D and put another one here. And I hit Control D and put another one here. So now I know I have 3 little blotches where I can put new information. Let's change. Oh, I should have changed the colors before I duplicated them. So let's change that background. Maybe we'll do, ooh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Maybe I'll alternate. So this one, maybe I'll make the green that is in here, and I can make this the purple. So it's just a little design, like switching it up a little bit. And then this last one, maybe we'll go with, let's see, we'll go with like a dark gray. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, or the black. So we can change it up a little bit. So we're keeping the theme and not using too many different colors, but we're making it interesting because it has the different colors in it. All right, and then I'm going to go to text and I'm going to add a heading and I'm going to put in my monitor screen time. I'm going to change the font color because it's hard to read. This one will be green. Make it a little smaller so it's not over. There we go. And then I can fill the rest in accordingly. So when I'm done, I'll hit send to teacher and wait for feedback. Okay, so I showed you two different ways that you, actually I showed you three different ways. You can use a template. You can use one of the icons that has blank spots in it where you can add text, or you can create your own. Okay, so there's three different ways to create a poster. Click send to teacher, find your teacher, and hit send and wait for feedback.